Hi, today we're going to be taking an unboxing review look at Beyblade Burst from Hasbro, the American one. So Beyblade Burst, Hasbro. This one's WYVRON W2. It's a defense type and it's D12 TDO2. So here's its stats. It says defense type, 2 attack, 2 for burst, 2, 4, 6, 7 for defense, and 5 for weight, 2 for agility, 2 for stamina. So that's what this one has. You could actually go to the App Store and the Google Play Store to download the Burst app. I don't know, the app now for like their second or maybe first update actually seems better than what it was. So a little trick, you do actually want to have the wheel tops and scan the bats for the QR codes in the app. And the best launcher you want is this one. So go out, buy this one very cheap at Toys R Us, like I think, I don't know, maybe like $2.99, $4.99, which is super cheap compared to what I'm seeing online and other places. So you just scan the QR code and then you have, instead of the standard blue launcher in the little video game, you have this launcher. This launcher is good in both real life and the video game. This launcher that it comes with, and which is the same one in the video game, horrible, garbage. Get this one for both. Excuse me. But yeah. So yeah. Excuse me, I had something in the back of my throat. So there is tape on here. I don't know if you can actually see it. But they do tape them down over here. Why, I don't know, but they do add that extra piece of tape. Which is kind of annoying. And it does go all the way up to the top, so as you can see that is the tape, so tape from the top all the way down, so it's not like, oh, just pull it apart and comes off easily. Now you do need like a little knife to open it up. So you get your little instruction booklet. I'm not going to show you this, it's going to get repetitive for every other Beyblade video I'm going to be doing. Same thing. If you don't know how to put together a top, well, it's pretty simple. So, yeah. So there is like these little tie downs. I don't know if you can see this on camera, but these are the little tie downs. They're on everything. The launcher, the parts of the launcher, not the launcher, the parts of the Beyblade top itself and stuff. So yeah, I'm just gonna snip all these right now, then get them out. Compared to just take the one, snip it, and then take the one piece at a time. It'll just be a lot easier. So we get our steering whipcord. Actually, this one came off pretty easily, which I'm surprised. Oh, a little trick if you don't know how to get your whipcords to go from this like little U shape to somewhat more a straighter piece like this. Just soak it in hot water, not boiling hot, but probably hotter than your bath water. just for like maybe a minute, minute and a half. Take it out. After you take it out, what I like to do is kind of put my thumbs to get more support to straighten it, and then hold it and dump it into a nice big bowl of cold water. Not really ice water, with ice cubes in it, but it should be pretty cold water. Because if you just take it out of hot water and just put it in, it's still going to have this bend in it. So make sure after you take it out of hot water carefully, bend it, and hold it, and sit it in that cold water for about, I would say at least 3 minutes in the cold water to make sure that it's stiff. And it straightens out, then take it out, and it's still going to have some curl to it, but not as much as, I did when I first came to the package. Like, if we compare it to this other one, as you can see, right out of the package was hot water and cold water trip. So yeah, I know it's not perfectly straight, but definitely better than this. Wait, how does this even go in? Okay, I'm confused here. So, here is WYVRON W2. And there is its QR code. So you can go ahead and pause the video and scan it into the Beyblade Burst app. We have our force disc, which is V. So at the bottom one, that's a V. And it has 4 little store symbols on there. And here's our spin trap, which looks like M. It's kind of hard to show you on camera, but right there it's the little M symbol. Ah, there we go. Right there, we can now see the M symbol. And how it kind of has some little claw and a ball on the bottom of it. So let's move these off to the side here. Just for a second. Bringing my bit of a laptop here. So yeah, I'll put a link down to this WBBA Beyblade wiki. It's a really excellent site. That's where I get a lot of my information from. So let's actually go here to the HASBRO American one. And I'm going to actually scroll back a page. If this thing loads. Ah, there we go. So here's the page that I'm going to put down below in the description, the link down below in the description here. All you have to do is go to where it says series. So just go to series and then go down. So if you want a metal series, a metal saga, you have Metal Fusion, Metal Master, Metal Fury, then you have Shogun Steel. But here we go to the burst, and then it'll say burst products. I don't know what it did there for a second. Kind of messed up. Good second here. Come on. So then you go here to burst, as I was saying. And then you could quit on HASBRO or to Tomy. So I believe this one we had HASBRO for American. So let's see here. So I know this is a starter pack, and this one has to be WYVRON W2, that's right. So anything in red means there's no data on it yet. Anything in blue means that there is a description and data So we're actually going to skip the start pad and go to the single top pad. What is it? Why? I think it was a single pad. Give me a second here. No, not a single pad. You know, looking up between the American and the Japanese one, the American one, we really don't have it down that good. Come on. So apparently we don't have any data on it for the American side, so let's go here to Takari, the Japanese one, and let's find it. I don't think it'll be, so it won't be under the weather release, it'll be under dual layer system release, and the parts that we're looking for is here, B41 starter WYVRON VO. I think it was VO. Yeah, has to be VO because it says WYVRON W2. So energy WYVRON W2. The forged disc or the metal disc or how you want to call it, weight disc, is vertical, and then the performance driver tip is orbit. So it's WYVRON W2 vertical orbit. I know a lot of people saying orbit is really good. I mean, attack 0, weight 0, speed 0, but defense 3, stamina 2. So yeah, I'll just move this out of the way again. So what I'm saying, some has it for American and some it doesn't. So orbit, I don't know why this one's orbit, but it has the M on there, so don't know why. V for vertical, which I think they meant vertical. And this is some of the Japanese spelling, which I find the Japanese spelling to be perfect. English spelling, like half the words here in English, we can't even say it. It's not like, oh, they got lost in translation, like, you know, unicorn, something. No. Like, for example, Japan calls it unicorn. Why? It's a unicorn. Here in America, we call it Uniquest. Uniquest? What is it? Does it have something to do with Pie Quest? A crescent moon? Why is it called Uniquest? I guess maybe, you know, quest like a nice quest. Family quest, you know, something like that. Not quest was a Q, but quest was a C. Like that type of quest. But I don't know why we just can't call it unicorn or something like that. But yeah, anyway. Getting on to finally doing this. I know it's a little long. And you might want to say, just hurry up, put it together. But I wanted to give you all the information that you possibly can so that you're well informed and knowing the difference between the American one, the Japanese one, what did we take, what did we not take, what did we lost, what did we butcher in the name, and how did it get butchered so much in the American name. But you think the Japanese name would butcher it up, but no, they actually got it right. And a little tip and trick that I'm going to show you here, using a Valkyrie Nacelle and Valkyrie blade. I forgot the name of the driver, but here's a little tip that I'm going to give you. First ones, or the first form, they're smooth. They have the screws on the bottom of the layer. The second ones, the version up or the upgrade Beyblades, when they get later on to more powerful ones, have the screws on the top of the layer. So that's a little trick. If there's no screws on the top, they're underneath on the bottom of the layer. As you can see right here, the screws are there on the bottom of the layer. First one, you clearly see the screws on the top here. Second one. So, little tip if you get confused and say, which one is the first one from the show, then you know which one's the second one that they get later on in a couple more episodes. First one, second one. Just look for the screws. That's a little tip that I'm giving you guys out there. So let's get into a base stadium here and just kind of see how it spins. Stuff. 3, 2, 1, let it rip! I mean, as you can see, it's pretty good. I mean, the driver seems like it's working out amazingly for this. But we will actually go ahead and let's just use this one. Just for a fun little battle. Defense versus attack. And wow, amazingly, WYVRON lost that battle. So let me move that out of the way again. Yeah, that thing just burst like 2 seconds, almost. A little longer than 2 seconds. And this one burst because I had my hand on it trying to stop it. But other than that, this one definitely burst finish. It lost. But that was the defense going up against attack, so I don't have any stamina ones. I have attack, defense, and a balance. So I wish I have a stamina one. So maybe later on in one of my other videos I'll show you a stamina type. So yeah, here's everything that you get with it. Right there, WYVRON 32, vertical for the force disc, and I forgot what the driver was called. Give me a second here, folks. Orbit. I should remember that. It's like Orbit Scum. I forgot what they say, but it's the gun that's supposed to clean your teeth. Just remember the gum. Orbit, and you'll remember this. Or orbit, you know, planets in orbit. I don't know, I feel some way to remember this one. But yeah, I really don't know why it has this M on here, even though it's orbit. But yeah. So yeah, for the starter, picked this up at Walmart for $9.99, so about $10 at Walmart for this little starter, which it's not a bad price for a starter. So yeah, I'll put links down below so you could get to say Toy Wiz, Toys R Us, Walmart, and also the link to the WBBA forum where you could check out the American ones and the Japanese ones. So if there's no information on the American ones, as there was no information on WYVRON 32, D12, TDO2, then you do have to switch over to the Japanese. Don't worry, the Japanese ones has it in English language, so if you're like, I don't read Japanese, don't worry, you're covered. It's all in English. It just tells you about, you know, the Japanese one in a little more detail, which is pretty fantastic. Because let's try to show you the American site of it. They didn't have much, so anything red on the sites means there's no data posted on it yet. Anything in blue means you click on it and you're going to read detailed description of why this one has these holes. Why does it look like an upside down inverted funnel? Why does it have the V on it? Why is it called vertical? You know, a little more information for you. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this unboxing. Got a lot of great information, a lot of great websites, so you could go and check it out. If one doesn't have it in stock, you could go to the next one, have it in stock, compare prices, get the best deal on it. So yeah, thank you for sitting through this almost 20-minute video of a Beyblade Burst starter unboxing. So don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, and rate the video. Okay, thanks. Bye.